Okay, today I am making one of my all-time favorite recipes that I grew up making with my Nana, tea cakes. Now these are not cakes. The Southern tea cake is actually a cookie, kind of similar to shortbread, but a little bit different because you roll them out and they have eggs in them, which is the key difference between a tea cake and shortbread. So let's get started. Like all cookie recipes start out, it is softened butter. This is 1 cup, and sugar, 2 cups. Then you want to add your eggs one at a time. 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Whisk it all up in this bigger bowl. And before I put my dry ingredients in, I'm gonna add in some vanilla. With my mixer running on low, I'm gonna gradually add in my dry ingredients. When I was learning to cook, y'all, especially when I made these with my grandmother, I made the mistake of dumping all the flour in and then turning the mixer on high. Whoops. If you've done this at home, you know exactly what happens to you. Flour in your face, all over your counter. Don't do it, I'm just saying. Increase it to about medium low, and then once you see all of the dried flour off of the sides come into the middle, you want to stop your mixer. This is one that you really don't want to over mix. I'm going to line my surface with some plastic wrap and transfer my dough to the surface and wrap it up and chill it for an hour. Then we're ready to roll out the cookies. One great thing about this recipe is that it makes so many cookies. This will stay in the freezer for about 2 months, wrapped really well in plastic wrap. I'm gonna transfer this to the fridge for about an hour, just until it's firm, and then I can roll them out. So if you chose to chill your whole recipe's worth of dough, it's a lot of dough, and I don't recommend working with all of it at one time. So I'm not really sure why these things are called tea cakes. They're not really cakes at all. There's some reason, I'm sure, and if you know about it, put it in the comments. So when I was little and I was doing this with my Nana on our breakfast table, we actually used a shot glass to cut out our tea cakes. This is not a shot glass, it's obviously a round cookie cutter, but it's about the width, the diameter of a shot glass. You can really use whatever size you have on hand. It's not a really specific recipe. It's okay if the edges of your dough have cracks in it, just work around the cracks. These shouldn't spread a lot in the oven, but they will spread a little bit, so you want to have them about 1.5 to 2 inches apart on your cookie sheet. And I always like to line my cookie sheets with parchment paper, even if the recipe doesn't call for it, just because it makes for less dishes and less cleanup. This is one of my absolute favorite things. Whenever you cut the cookie, let's see if it happens. Cut the cookie with the dough, and it pops right out and comes up with the cookie cutter. It's like one of those simple pleasures in life. Once you have your cookie sheet all lined up with cookies, you can go ahead and bake them. This recipe is one that you can re-roll your scraps, which is great. It's not wasteful. I would only recommend re-rolling your scraps one time. After that, you kind of want to discard the batter. Tea cakes. These took about 8 minutes in the oven. So really what you're looking for here are round edges and bottoms and just set in the middle. You don't want to overbake these. You let them cool on the cookie sheet for about 2 minutes, and then you can transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. The great thing about these is you can go ahead and eat them if you want to, or you can wait for them to cool, which takes approximately 15 minutes. So I baked my cookies on 2 different cookie sheets. I baked one on this cookie sheet, which was a lighter color, and this one, which is basically black. Let me show you the difference. This was cooked on the black cookie sheet, and this one was cooked on the light cookie sheet. If you don't have a light cookie sheet, invest in one. They're not expensive, and they're gonna give you a lot better of a product. Now that these are cool, I can enjoy them with a little afternoon pick-me-up. Traditionally, I would do these with iced tea, but today I'm running on empty, so I have my coffee. These are great with either. These tea cakes are the epitome of nostalgia for me. Making them with my Nana on her breakfast table, rolling them out, cutting them with a shot glass, all of the things. I can't wait to dig in And Nana, if you're watching, I hope you're subscribed to the Southern Living YouTube page. Be sure to click the bell so you never miss a Southern Living recipe. Bye, y'all.